Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. I've been having a good look around yesterday and today to see if there's anything I could talk about the MGTOW front, how it affects the Western economy, but nothing is on the internet at all, and most of the major news networks are dealing with the current fraudulent circus in America, in which the Democrats apparently fraudulently won the presidency, and it's all going to be settled in the courts maybe several months from now into the new year. But I did find one little article which I thought might be of interest to you. It's this site called Fabius Maximus website. As you can see, it says a look at America's future after marriage becomes rare. And the summary is future historians might see the revolution in gender roles as a significant event of our time. But we make little effort to see how this might play out. Here are some of my guesses, very different from the pretty stories in the news media. And it says, women are delaying marriage and accumulate more education, establish careers, blah, 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 and enjoy their newfound sexual freedom. What will happen when this generation of young women approaches the wall? When they see their ability to attract men begin to fade and their fertility begin to decline, and they want to marry. Probably see a rise in ownership of cats in America. And Sheryl Sandberg, that's a Jewish name if there ever was one, COO, wherever that is, of Facebook, a Jewish organization, company, says, when looking for a life partner, my advice to women is to date all of them. The bad boys, the cool boys, the commitment-phobic boys, the crazy boys, but do not marry them. There's some elements of truth in that. With my mother, my grandfather, mum's dad, said to mum before she met dad and got married, play the field. So even in the late 1920s, early 1930s, it was similar for them to do that. But if she hadn't met dad, I wouldn't be here. So anyway. It says the things that make the bad boys sexy do not make them good husbands. That's true. Well, when it comes time to settle down, find someone who wants an equal partner, someone who thinks women should be smart, opinionated and ambitious. Well, I can agree with smart. Opinionated means you're going to argue a lot. And ambitious, well, that's a moot topic. Someone who values fairness and expects, or even better, wants to do his share in the home. True. A guy should do his share of the housework. It shouldn't fall on the woman. The next paragraph. This patriarchal, sorry about that word, version of marriage enforced by feminist-friendly family courts works well for women. Men are increasingly sharing the housework. Well, I do all the housework because I live on my own. Women can have a man support them through their child's difficult first years, naturally, and then easily divorce him, getting both independence and child support payments. The result of that, though, in 2005-2006, less than 60% of US adolescents age 11, 13 and 15 live with both birth parents. And you've seen the effect of that. Lots of kids going into gangs. And you get gang-related crime all over America, and that increases the social disintegration. None of this makes marriage look attractive to young men, especially with sex so easily available. True. The escort industry is spread right across America, and you don't have to take all the time and trouble chatting a girl up to get her into bed with all the associated risks. Especially as marriage no longer has an economic foundation. That's because feminism has corroded the foundation. It is a cost of many to even most men, often with few benefits, i.e. the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And this bit is interesting. Women have long said they will dress to please themselves. Now many young women are doing so, living free from the male gaze. Walk through any college campus or business district, you will see less makeup, more unisex clothing. Women don't dress feminine anymore. You look at women in the 50s in America, young women and women in general, they all looked like women. They didn't look like pseudo men. They dressed like women. Feminism destroyed all that. Doing so is a woman's right. True, a woman should dress as she wants, but it has consequences. It might further depress men's interest in marriage. True. What man would want to marry a woman that looks like a pseudo man? And then it goes, women's reactions to these changes, and 5 single women share this struggle to find men worth dating. These sassy, sophisticated, solvent women say they're struggling to find other halves that can measure up. Well, what sophisticated, solvent man wants to marry a woman that's long past the wall, no longer fertile, and has opinionated attitudes? Of them 5, she's not bad, but those other ones, nah. And then it goes down, they interviewed only the women, not surprised to learn why men did not marry them. Why didn't they interview men to find they didn't want to marry women? It is a feminist science, always believe the woman. True. No need to ask the men. See the details of the study here. You can click that link if you want. Even the tabloids have joined. Well, the tabloids just want to sell papers. Speculation about this revolution. The most common response to these developments has been to pretend that our society will roll on. No, it won't. Despite radical changes in the most fundamental machinery, we close our eyes while still running forward. Marriage rates drop. Well, it's dropping anyway. MGTOW had a contribution to that, seeing men are foregoing marriage and looking after themselves. Plus millennials don't want to get married, they want to live together. But living together, they'll find out that counts as a marriage. Women reach the age in which they want to marry but find fewer men interested in what they offer. Fertility drops, especially if they develop a male contraceptive pill. Can't see that happening. The best contraceptive pill is just don't bother. Or condoms with a escort. More frustrated women. More cats in America. That's true. Slower economic growth. Yeah. More demand for businesses for immigrants. I can't see importing lots of South Americans into America will increase the American economy. Less motivated men in the workforce. That's slower economic growth. Guys, they just don't want to work overtime because they won't have a wife and children to support. Young men will only work enough to survive and buy the rewards of beer. I don't like it. Video games, that's MMOs and free-to-play games. Sports, no thanks, unless you're into it. And drugs, no thank you. Porn is almost free. Yeah, there's plenty of free porn on the web. They will consider big cars. You don't need a big car if there's just you. Marriage and the kids as bizarre forms of conspicuous consumption. Not worth the effort, i.e. the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And his final prediction is alienated young man are the bricks to build mass movements. They've already got mass movements in America. They're called street gangs. And America has an alienate individuals' right for movements, recruitive movements that gives their lives more meaning and hope. Young guys, they want to work as a team. Males are that way. We're team-based. It's ingrained in us. And Hitler explained how to do this in his autobiography, which is there. But anyway, the conclusions. American society is changing fast, driven by ideologies and who just know what's best for us. They're called politicians. They see no experimentation or interim trial and error. We have the equivalent of monkeys in the control room, yeah, but surely they keep getting elected. And it just finishes off at the conclusion, then there's more information. But if you're a single guy in America that's a MGTOW, where do you go? The best place for America for a single man is Baltimore in Maryland. Apparently there's 125 single women for every 100 single men there. Philadelphia, surely there's a lot of homosexuals in Philadelphia. And Washington, there's a lot of arseholes in Washington. Most of them are in the Senate and Congress. New York, lots of homosexuals there. And women with a shopping list of demands. Boston, Nashville, and all the rest. But Baltimore seems to be the top one. But if you go down the comments, it's the real situation in and around Baltimore is much more grim. Many of the women are hooking up with the same bulls, i.e. bad boys. They won't give a non-pretty boy the time of day. So it seems like Baltimore isn't what you think it is if you read this article. Anyway, these are associated articles that are connected with this one. You can click the link to read it yourself, but I think this video's gone on long enough. Sorry it's a bit iffy, people, but as I said at the beginning, there's nothing really much on the web about MGTOW and the mainstream economy and how we're affecting it, so you'll have to take it as it comes. Right, people, that's it for this one. You know the routine. Like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you enjoy your time here, and if not, then good luck in wherever you go. Right, that's it till next Monday. Okay, bye-bye.